Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is my very first video, so there are going to be some big blubbers, but that's just me. So it's going to be fun. I'm not quite sure what look I'm going to create yet. I just recently got 2 new palettes. One for Christmas for my husband. This is the Flamingo Violet Voss, and it's beautiful. So I'll show you the colors, and they're gorgeous. I played with it and posted one of my pictures on Instagram as well. So I've already played with that palette, and I've already played with this Nude Beauty palette as well that my good friend Shauna got me for Christmas, and it is so much fun. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I might just go with that. I'm going to start off with just normal routine. I will be doing my brows and everything involved, so this video is going to be quite lengthy. But if you have a chance, I'd love for you to sit down and watch. If you have any questions or anything, I can answer them afterwards. You can just leave it in the comments below. And that's it. I'll tell you exactly what I'm using. And if you have any questions about those, I can also post the links in the comments below. So right now, this is the Lime Life, which is the one that I had says Limelight, but they've changed the name. It's Lime Life by Alcone, and it's the Perfect Foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that. So I'm using this Sigma brush. This is the Duo Fiber F50 brush, and this brush is it's actually really good. It doesn't leave any circular marks on your face that I've noticed, and I actually just got these recently, so I've been using this one ever since. And it's really full coverage, this foundation, so I really love it. I do have a lot of redness in my cheeks on an everyday basis, and the majority of the time I actually don't wear a bunch of makeup. I do, however, like putting it on and like having fun with it, and this has become like a big thing for me lately. So you can definitely tell a difference already with just this foundation. It's really good stuff. So I've got that base on, and I will go ahead and do my concealer, and then I will start on my brows. So the next thing I'm using, I do have the Lime Life concealer, but I'm actually not using that today. I am using the Tarte Shape Tape, which I've grown to love since I got it. Really, really good coverage, and well, I just love it. So, and I just put this under my eyes, a little bit down, and I actually use a beauty blender to blend that out. I'm gonna get it on my face first, and then we'll do that. I also put it here at the top, a little bit on my nose, down here at the bottom, and you can see that my face is kind of breaking out, so I put a little on there as well in those spots. So I already have 2 beauty blenders that I've gotten damp. This is just a small one that the concealer came with. So I'm just going to blend that out and get that as close to my eye as possible. So I'm actually using the other Beauty Blender just to kind of pack that down a little bit and move it out. I feel like it helps a little bit bigger than that smaller one that I had, and I just like to use it. So you can see that that brightened up my face a lot, especially in the areas, you know, your under eye bags. That can be pretty severe. So, and then I'm actually going to go ahead and use a powder. This is the Pretty Vulgar setting powder, and I'm going to use that to set underneath my eyes. I'm just going to place that powder kind of lightly underneath because I have a little bit of wrinkles underneath my eyes, and when I smile, it kind of leaves creases, so I want to make sure that that is packed down in there. And then any excess powder I'll just wipe away with the brush. But I do like to put that there. Put it in a few different spots actually. Any place that creases on your face is a good idea to put the setting powder, just so that you don't have those fine lines and wrinkles that show. So I'm actually going to let that set on my face, and then I'm actually going to work on my brows. So this process I have not perfected yet, but I'm getting pretty good at it. And I just got this new Benefit Cosmetics Precision Brow, and it actually comes with it comes with the brow gel as well. So I'm using that. I have like this so far. So I do need to move my mirror a little bit closer so I can see, so don't mind me. And what I do is I just brush my eyebrow hairs down so that I can see where the line of my eyebrow starts. And then I take this pen, or whatever this thing is, and I just line the outside of my brows. Now this shade that I have is a 3, I believe. Yes, this is a 3, and I think I could possibly go a little bit darker, maybe a 3.5 or a 4, but I think it's worked out pretty good so far. So as you can see, I'm just getting the top of my lids. So I like to go ahead and get the tops first, and I don't go all the way over to the corner yet because I do need to shape that. And then I brush up and I follow the bottom line of my eyebrow. And I usually change this line a little bit as well because my eyebrows do not grow how I want them to grow. So I do have to change it a little bit. Okay, so once I've gotten that line, I just basically go in with little strokes like this and make fine hairs to make the eyebrow. And I do that all the way up to where I made the line. You might see a kid or two walk by. 2 of my kids are home, so, and they might try to make an appearance, just warning. All right, so now that I've got that for the most part done, I like to just kind of go over it and see how it looks. So far, so good. Now, this is the fun part. I do make my brow a little bit different, like I said, because they're kind of curved funny. And so I made a line right here at the top, and I'm actually going to just do small strokes up and try to fill that in to where it looks like it's my natural brow. Sometimes I do have to fix it a little, and I typically don't put the line down here. I just keep my normal line right there. So that worked out pretty good. I do have a couple spots that I need to clean up, but I'll show you how to clean them up really easy as well. So we will go move on to the next one, which my right brow is always a little bit easier than my left. So we'll see how this goes. So we've got that top line going. So I brush back up, and for some reason this eyebrow seems like I don't have as much hair in this one. So I do have to kind of draw this one on a little bit more. And I would actually love any feedback that you guys would like to give, and if I'm not loud enough or if my picture doesn't look very good, I'd love to hear all of that. Alright, so that one has shaped up like that. I think it might be a little bit thicker, so we're going to go back in and change that line a little bit. There we go. Alright, so up here to the front, to the fun part. I'm trying to make them look like sisters. That's the fun part. They're coming out okay. I guess I'm running out of this already, huh? Alright, well, that will do for now. Now I do have this other one, which is a Goof Proof brow pencil from the same company, and it's just a little bit thicker. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but this comes in and fixes some of the areas, the thicker ones that you can't get. So, going back in and changing that. So, we'll see. Alright, so now we go in with the brow gel, which this brow gel, it's a clear brow gel, but it works really good and it holds your brows in place, that is for certain. So I just lightly put that all over, and this holds their hairs where you want them to. And I usually kind of push this up a little bit right here, so you don't see the line as clearly. And I will do the same for the other side. Just like that. So far so good. We are done with that step. So next step is I'm going to clean up my eyebrows, and I don't know where I put that. brush. Found it. All right, so this is just the brush that I use. It's a Sigma F70. It's actually a concealer brush. So I'm going to use that same concealer that I used earlier. And of course I lost it. There it is. And I'm actually putting this on my hand right here. I'm just getting a little bit on there. What I'm going to do is get a little bit on my brush, and I'm going to follow the outline of my eyebrows. This makes it look a little more smooth, and any of that excess brow gel and the color is off. So you just follow that line. Any excess product I just blow out on my eyelids because I'm going to be using it anyways to conceal for eyeshadow. And I'll actually put a little bit more on there, but you just bring the excess down. And I do the same to the top. And again, just bring that up because you can blend that in. So it definitely cleans up your brows a lot. Go ahead and swipe right there as well. So then I can go in and I can take this beauty blender that I already have damp, and I can just kind of bring that up. Kind of gives a little more color. And if I need to, right there, but I'm gonna be adding more concealer to my lid for the eyeshadow look. Pat that in. There we go. So we are going to do the same thing to the other eye. I'm going to add a little more product on there. I'm honestly surprised that my youngest son has not walked out yet, because when he does, he's going to come straight over here. And again, bring that down, all the excess product, and use that as a primer for your eyeshadow. And I actually got a little excess on there. So, ouch. I'm going to use my finger to wipe away some of that because I got a little too much on there. There we go. And again, for the top, just like we did the other one. And I feel like I really don't have a very steady hand, but I've done pretty good so far with this. Again, blend up if you have a little too much. So, there you go. So now we are going to decide what we're doing, and I'm not sure what look I would like to do. I'm thinking we're going to go with the Huda Beauty, the nude palette, like I was showing you earlier. This one is just so much fun to play with, so why not? So first thing, I am going to take a large blender brush, and this one is the Sigma E40. And we're going to take this large blender brush, and we are going to take the shade Play, which is this one right here, that one, and we're going to use this as our transition color. And this, you put this right here on your crease, and then I just blend it out to the corner of my eye and kind of do little circular motions like this, and I'll get a little bit more. And this is just kind of a base color. It's actually really pretty like light cream, almost pinky color. So it's hard to, you can't really see it very well, but it's there. And I actually raised this up a little bit higher because I do have hooded eyelids, and so it's kind of hard to see some of the makeup that I do. So I'm going to repeat with the other side, and again just in the crease, bring it all the way through, back and forth, and then circular motions here at the corner. And then I'm going to grab some excess product and do it again. Bring it up a little bit higher. And I actually might need my light a little bit brighter. Ooh, hello. Okay. So now that we've got that, I'm going to go in with a smaller blending brush. This brush is a Luxie 121 mini tapered brush. I'm actually using this just on the V's of my eyes right here on both sides, and then I'm going to bring some of that color into the crease as well. So I can't decide if I want to use this color right here, this purple color, which is Love Bite, or this pinky mauve color that is Spanked. So I might use a little bit of both. I think I'm going to go with the purple Love Bite just on the corners here, and I'm just putting this on the very outer edge. Getting that right there, a little bit above my crease right here, and then I'm going to, with the excess product, go ahead and bring it into the rest of my crease. Just like so. I'm actually going to grab that Spanked color right next to it, and I'm going to do the same thing. And again, bring that into my crease all the way over. So there you go. And we are going to move over to the other eye and do the same thing. So just the outer edge, kind of bring it up a little bit in the V with this purpley color. Again, it's called Love Bite. And with excess product, go ahead and bring it all the way in. So then we are going to use the Spanked color, and we're going to go right over top of that we just did. I do like both of those colors, they're really pretty. And again, bring it over into the crease. Now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to use a little bit of a bigger fluffy brush again. And this brush has no name on it, and I think I may have just wiped it off because I've used it so much, but I did get this from Ulta. It's a Morphe brush, but I don't know what it is. So I'm going to use this color Tickle, and I'm gonna go over the top, kind of where I did the transition color, and just kind of blend that in. And I'm blending all of those colors together. So back and forth. And then again on the outer edge. So we're gonna do that with the other side. And then I'm going to bring this up a little bit higher as well. So I'm doing it again on both sides to bring it up a little bit higher on my eyelids. Perfect. So I am going to now, you see I left the corners of my eyelids not touched. So we are going to use the concealer. There's actually concealer in this palette as well, which is pretty neat and it works pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and use that with my concealer brush that I used earlier. And we're just going to get a little bit of this. It's called Concealed, so, and I'm getting some of this. I'm going to make a little bit of a cut crease right here. I'm bringing that over slightly, sort of towards the middle of my eyelid. Bring that up tiny bit, so it looks like that. I want it above my crease a little bit so that you can see the color that I'll be using. All right, and then I will do that for the other side, if I can get it to match. Again, bringing that towards the center of my eyelid. That one I did get up a little bit higher, so we will have to play with that. May need to get up a little bit higher on that one. Oops, I just knocked something off my table. Hopefully I don't need it. Okay, so now that I have that on there, let me pick this up. This is my little concealer brush. And I will be using one of the foiled colors that are on here. There are 4 foiled colors. So they're really pretty. There's 2 glitter. And then there's a shimmery color as well. So the foiled ones are here. And I think I'm going to use the Fantasy color. And I'm actually going to use my finger because I feel like it works a little bit better. Trying to get it exactly on the spot. You can use a brush. I would just use just a small brush trying to get it in that area. And I will use a brush to kind of get the corners. But I do want to just pat that on my lid as much as I can because it's a very pretty color and you want that to shine a lot. So we've got that color on there. And I'm just bringing that up a tad bit. And we'll do the same for the other eye. Oh, hold on, my battery's dying. Don't want you guys to get cut off. Okay, sorry. So again, just right over here with my finger with the other eye. Same thing. And I'm just trying to get that on there as much as I can. And then we'll go back in and do some changes to it. But you can see how pretty these colors are. Definitely very pretty. All right, so we are going to use this small, tiny little, this is the Luxie brush. This is the mini round brush. It's a shimmer, so you can't really see it, but it's a Luxie 141. And I'm actually going to take that same color that I was just using and get some of it on so that I can get those inner corners really good. So right here, get those inner corners and go up. Same thing with this side, because I feel like I couldn't get the inner corners as good with my finger. Okay, so now I'm going to take another big blender brush and again just go over top with that Tickle color. I do want to kind of blend that in. And I'm just lightly tapping it in there, barely getting any product, and then blending it over. So I am going to use another one of these foiled colors for the inner corner of my eyelids, just because I think it's really pretty. And it's this Crave color right here. So I'm taking that and I'm tapping that on the inner corner right here, bringing it around so that you can see the shine. And I will do that on the other side as well. Okay, so it would not be a complete eye look without doing your bottom lashes. Some people don't. I like to do it. I just think it's more of a statement. So we are going to use this Love Bite that we started off with, or not that we started off with, but we did the outer corners with. And I'm going to take it on another fluffy small brush, the pencil brush, the E30 by Sigma. And we're just going to get a little bit of product right here. And we're going to do the very bottom right here. And we're going to do the corner, outer corner, underneath, and just go a little bit under. Blend those two together so that we have the bottom done. And I'll be doing the other side as well. So just again, bottom lash, bring that in just a tad bit. Okay, and I'll be using that same brush, and I'm picking up, it's this color Bear and Crave, and I'm actually going to mix them together to give it a little bit of a different look. And I will be doing just the right here on the excess portion that we did not touch earlier. And I'm going to bring that to that Love Bite color without poking myself in the eye like I just did. No, eyes don't water. Ooh, does not feel good. Makeup brush in your eye. Alright, and again, mix those two together. And we're doing the bottom as well in this one. And I'm going to use, which I think this bear color might be a little too light. I'm not sure how I feel about it going. I need to highlight my brow bones, so I'm going to see how I feel about this. I might not like it, but we're gonna go with it. And if I don't like it, I'll just go over it. And I just take this and I go all the way down my eyebrows. And I do this just to kind of give it a little more color, and then also just to accentuate your brows. So, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. So, I do have another one, which I will go into this flamingo palette, and I will use, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not using that one. I'm using one of them. I can grab my trusty Jaclyn Hill palette. And I will be using the color in light. And I'll be putting that, which is right here at the top. Which, yes, I do like that much better. You can already tell the difference. And again, just like I did with the other color. There we go. Yes, I like that better. So, and I could put on some eyeshadow, or I'm sorry, eyeliner, but I feel like this eye color is just so pretty, and I feel like black takes away from it. So I'm not going to use any top eyeliner, but I am going to use this Maybelline Lasting Drama Light Liner, and I'm going to put this on my waterline. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it. So I'm putting it down here just to see how I like it. It just brightens up your eyes. And yes, I do like it. I like. And then I do have false lashes that I could put on, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do my normal lashes. I don't have super long top lashes, but I do have very long bottom lashes, which is strange, but I like my long bottom eyelashes. And I'm just curling my eyelashes a little bit. And I will be using the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Now, I really loved this when it first came out and I first got it. However, the last couple times I've used it, it's been very clumpy. And so I have to be sure that I'm cleaning off all the excess. And I'm just going in, putting the mascara on. And the good thing about this palette is I don't think I had any fallout whatsoever, which is amazing because you're using foils and glitter and shimmer colors, which is not very likely that you don't have fallout from those. Oh, but I do have the powder still on me as well that I can wipe off, which I completely forgot about. And onto the other eye. And this does seem to work pretty good as far as it does make my eyelashes look longer. So I do like it from that aspect. I just don't like how it clumps up sometimes, and I have to just continuously work on it. All right, so I do need to let that dry for a second because for some odd reason, whenever I go to do my bottom eyelashes, the top rubs off. So and I don't need much because my bottom eyelashes are super long. There we go. So I will be finishing, I have stuff everywhere, the rest of my face. So I'm going to use this Laura Geller. It is Baked Blush and Brighten. So I will be using just an angled brush. And this is where you look like a fool, but you have to smile to get it on your apples of your cheeks. So I just bring that there. I do go up a little bit with it. Sometimes I need to get more, but so it has a nice color. I do like this a lot. I actually got this in one of my BoxyCharm boxes. I love BoxyCharm. It's been great so far. A lot of good products are in here. And then next, I will be using my highlighter brush. And this is also from Luxie Tapered Highlight. And I have the Revolution, Makeup Revolution Ultra Pro Glow 2 with these different shades. And I kind of, sometimes I just pick and choose which ones. So I think I'm going to go with this one, which you can tell is probably my favorite because that is the one most used. And I'm just lightly going to bring that right here on the highest part of your cheekbone. Not sure if you can see that very well. And I'll repeat on that side. I do have some of the Cover FX drops that I just completely forgot about until now that I could have used, but I do like this. Now for a little bit of contour. I think I'm going to use this brush, this angled contour brush from Sigma, which is the F40. And I'm getting some contour. I'm not even sure what this name is, but I am literally just doing this right here at the bottom. And I'm bringing that up. And I will do that again on the opposite side. And bring that up. And I will also go to the top and I will do it right here. Again on this side. And just kind of angle my face with it. And down my jawline. And a little bit on the sides of my nose. So, and then I'm going to take my powder brush and just wipe off the excess powder that I had from earlier. I honestly can't even remember where I put it. So, got that done. And then I will take a little bit of highlighter that I just forgot and put it on my nose. And this is just a light line down my nose, right here on my lip. And there you go. Next, and the final thing, is lips. So, my hubby is awesome and ended up getting me these Chartis lip paints. So we have, well, hold on, I'm missing one. Okay. We have these colors here. So I'm not sure. which I'll probably go with this one again. Or I could go with the nude color and the shimmer on top. What do you think? I'm thinking this one. This one is, I don't even know, I can't read that. I'm not sure because I can't read it. So, I will be doing this one. I do have lip liner somewhere that is sort of in this, but I don't know where it is. So, I'll be using this nudish color. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is really nice. Oh, that is a pretty color. Big pinky, too. This is very matte. It dries super fast. And then I'm actually going to use this Tarte lip paint, the shimmer gloss. I believe this is in Flaming Hot, and I'm going to put that right over top of it. Why not add to the shimmer, right? And I love this color. It's not a, you can't really see the color all that well. It looks completely different in the bottle, but it is very shimmery and very pretty in the light. And I did kind of overline my lips a little bit to make them look a little bigger. Okay, I believe that's it. So this is my final look. And it's with the Huda Nude Palette, which is definitely one of my favorites. And so yeah, so if you guys like this video, I would love for you to subscribe, give it a like. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below, and anything that you would like me to do, any specific looks, or if you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Bye guys.